What's up, YouTube? This is a video of my 2012 F-150. I'll tell you right now, it's going to be shaky because I will be holding the phone. I'm using a phone, so it's not going to be the best quality. Anyway, it's a 2012 Ford F-150 EcoBoost XLT with four-wheel drive, 355 rear diff, full mirrors, a chrome package with the 18-inch rims, long wheelbase, so it's a 157-inch wheelbase instead of the 145. Has rear sensors and opening rear window. So, yep. This is the back. It's got some good space. I'm 6 feet tall, and when I sit, I still have leg room. And the front seat right now is at where it's usually at when driving. Interior lights were converted to LED, as well as the headlights, front turn signals, and front marker lights. These are LT tires, so LT 275 65 18s, Falcon Wide Peaks, which are a bit heavier than the passenger, and not as comfortable. But brand new, they have more tread, so they last longer. I usually like to clean or just spray some water under the car, on the frame and everything, just to remove the rust. But as you can see, there is very little rust. Some on the bumper, but that should be clean too. You can see the dirt with salt, all that. One tip I would say to do, if you do have an F-150 or 250, put a wheel well liner. Some people think spray painting under here prevents rust. It's not the salt that goes up here that rusts, it's really the one that goes, don't know if you can see, but inside there. So you can see it's still a little dirty, so I have to clean it up as well. And under the trunk, can't see much because of the, oh, okay, that's not bad. I did add these auxiliary reverse lights just to help it be brighter. Have an AEM air filter inside, which I used on 2011 F-250 6.2 and 2011 F-150 5.0. This is going to be a cold start and a drive around. It's dirty right now, but believe me, it's a pretty good looking truck. No one believes when they see the miles. I had a toolbox on it, and I haul things occasionally, so I just got that piece of plywood just to protect it. This is the front, and very, very dirty, but it can easily be cleaned. Thankfully, this hasn't completely ripped yet, but looks like it's on its way. Anyway, those are the mounds. I'll start it up real quick, and while it warms up for a minute or two, I'll walk around a little. Like I said, it has a full drive with locking rear diff, so you just pull that in, and if you're going 20 miles per hour or below, the rear two tires will lock to go same speed. It's got the sync with Bluetooth, which is a nice feature to have, especially for people that drive on the highway. I only replaced a battery last week or 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, and so the original battery went 244,000 miles. And it's what, 2012, 17, about 5 years, so that's pretty impressive. Passenger seat and the rear seats from here. I said, this opens and closes, which is nice. Okay, you can see it's a cold start because it's 46 degrees outside, and the tranny temp is 42. So, yeah. Small drive around. The brakes do squeak usually when I first drive the truck, but after that, when I reversed, after that they are good. It has a 36 gallon fuel tank, so it's about 3/4 right now, but I can still go over 300 pounds. Well over 300 pounds. If highway, maybe 450, 500. But there is no need to warm it up for 10 minutes. But before the car warms up, I would recommend you don't drive it hard, just to help until the engine itself warms up, transmission warms up, the oil starts to go around. With the 5.0, it was a good truck. One thing I didn't like about it is how it kind of consumed oil. So I'd always keep a 1 quart bottle of oil inside the truck just in case I did consume. And the 6.2, great engine. It's durability wise, it's probably the best one out of all of them. But for that truck, my truck with all the tools and everything weighed about 7,200 pounds. There are friends right there. 7,200 pounds. So to get it moving, you really had to not really step on it, but it felt kind of sluggish. The 5.0 also didn't respond that greatly with the throttle as good as this one does, but this one is, for a V6, it drives nothing like a V6. Let's just say that. It switches gears under 2,000 RPMs. It's got its peak torque at 2,500 RPM, which is, it's amazing. You do feel it, especially when you step on it. But there's no reason to do that if you don't have to. As far as oil, I just use Motorcraft synthetic blend 5W30 and the FL500S every time I change oil. I buy them at Walmart, so, and do it myself. It costs me like $30 to do oil change, which is good, and I do it every 5,000 miles. I would recommend changing transmission fluid every 60 to 90,000 miles instead of what the manual says 150, because it does get dark earlier than 150,000 miles, and that's a long time to change fluids. As far as being quiet, this is quiet. It's really quiet. It's the engine noises, it's low. I mean, the 5.0's cabin is quiet, but this, especially on the highway, is quiet. You can have like people say, have a conversation, and no need to scream. Even when you're playing music, there's no need to max out the volume. It drives just like a car. And after I came from the F-250, then I drove the F-150. It really felt like the sedan. I mean, the F-250 was suspension was stiff, and that's because, I mean, it's a heavy-duty truck. But this drives like it's comfortable as hell. I'll just say that. So whether you do short trips, long trips, whatever, I mean, people that don't even need a truck have F-150s because they're so comfortable. As good as a truck, or better. What else can I say? Oh, yeah, so I said wash your car under it, just as a Ford. If you've seen older F-150s or 350s, they do rust. Change your oil, and yeah, it's gonna go a long time. Even people say the EcoBoost doesn't last that long and it's not reliable, but for me, I like it. 6.2 is a great engine, but I like this too. It's powerful, and it doesn't. I don't get those 21 mpgs that they advertise. Maybe because I do live in Pittsburgh, we have hills, and the weather right now, today is actually been warmer than it's been the past week. But yeah, I don't get those 15 city 21 highway. It would be a dream to get that. I mean, my average, maybe because I do have tow mirrors in the LT 10 black tires, but my average city and highway is probably 16, 17. She letting me go? Okay. One thing I don't like about the truck is how it has the black smoke residue on the exhaust pipe. I know the 5.0s do that too, but it's just annoying because I clean it off every week, 2 weeks, and it comes right back. As far as everything else, I mean, great space, comfortable ride, few MPGs I can live with, and yeah, it does what I needed to do, even in the snow. In less than ideal conditions, it tows, it carries, and it can still have 6 people inside of it. So it's, yeah, I like it. So yeah, I know 245 is not the most miles you see out of a truck, and I know there are EcoBoosts with more miles than it, but I just wanted to post a video because I've seen people with videos on YouTube with just 200,000 miles and they were impressed, and people say the EcoBoost is not strong or durable, but all I've done is oil changes, oxygen sensor, spark plugs, and coils, and yeah, it drives every day. So I'm impressed. Everything I do work-wise is done by myself, except state inspections, because I can't really do that, or transmission fluid changes because you have to go under the truck and I don't have the equipment it takes to do that. But everything else is all by me. Oh, tire changes too, I guess. Yeah, anyway, feel free to leave comments and do all that good stuff. But yeah, now it's closer to it's not even operating temps yet, but yeah, small drive, and once again, not so great now. Yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you.